Hello dear students, welcome you all in English class today. I am Shumona Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Marston College. I hope all of you are hale and hearty by the grace of Allah. And I also hope and believe that you are enjoying these online classes and taking full benefits from these classes. These online classes are totally for your betterment. If you can follow them, you can surely make a good result. So, our today's topic is from English first paper and it is from Unit 6, Lesson 1. The title of the lesson is Adolescence and Lesson 1 is about the storm and stress of adolescence. This adolescence is one of the most critical transition period of human growth and development. Every human being has to face this phase of life, and it has a great impact on the later life of every person. And this lesson is also very much relevant to you because you are at the age of adolescence now. So dear students, let's not waste more time and start the lesson. After reading the passage, you will be able to understanding the different stages of human growth and development, clear concept about adolescence, the most critical stage of human development, significant factors related to physical and mental health, how social norms and attitudes affect adolescence. So, before starting the passage, it's important to discuss the vocabularies or the word meanings. It will help you to understand the passage properly. The first word is individual, which means person. Irrespective means regardless or without considering. Occur means to happen or take place. Transition is conversion or development. Then onset is start, outbreak or excess. Puberty is adolescence or teenage years. Determinants is doer, factor or determining agent. Vary is to differ, alter or diverge. Now let's start the passage. Children must pass through several stages in their lives to become adults. So every human children experiences few developments and stages in their life to become adults. For most people, there are 4 or 5 such stages of growth where they learn certain things. So there are 4 or 5 such stages that most of the people faces to become adults, and they learn few things in this period. Infancy, birth to age 2. Then early childhood is from 3 to 8 years, late childhood from 9 to 12 years and adolescence 13 to 18 years. So 13 to 18 years is considered as the period of adolescence. Persons 18 and over are considered adults in our society. Of course, there are some who will try to act older than their years, but for the most part, most individuals have to go through these stages irrespective of their economic or social status. So every human being has to undergo or experience these stages irrespective of their social status. It does not matter with which social status they have. All people from upper class to lower class, everybody has to undergo these type of changes during their development, physical and mental development. Then World Health Organization WHO identifies adolescence as the period in human growth and development that occurs after childhood and before adulthood. So WHO or World Health Organization decides that the adolescence period is from after childhood to before adulthood. This phase represents one of the critical transitions in one's lifespan and is characterized by fast-paced growth and change which are second only to those at infancy. So adolescence is the period this period is considered as the most critical transition period in human growth and development. Human beings undergo or experience the fastest growth and development or the changes in their lives during adolescence after their infancy. Then biological processes drive many aspects of this growth and development with the onset of puberty marking the passage from childhood to adolescence. So the biological process or the aspects of this period starts in the beginning of puberty and marks the passage from childhood to adolescence. Then the biological determinants of adolescence are fairly universal. That means these changes are very common to everyone. However, the duration and defining characteristics of this period may vary across time, cultures, and socio-economic situations. But the characteristics or the duration of adolescence period can vary from culture to culture or society to society because it has a great influence of the environment or social status or social class. This period has seen many change over the past century. Puberty, for example, comes earlier than before. People marry late and their sexual attitudes and behaviors are different from their grandparents or even parents. So, with the passage of time, the changes that occur in this phase of life can also have some changes. Among the factors responsible for the change are education, urbanization, and spread of global communication. So, education, urbanization, and global communication has great impact on these factors. The behavior patterns and the attitudes that human beings are changing day by day is totally the impact of their environment, the necessity of the age. People changes and their habits also changes with the passage of time. When people get educated and they become urbanized, their lifestyle changes a lot. And also they can understand or communicate with the whole world, which is called global communication. So they learn about the different cultures of the world, and all this create a change in his mind or outlook. The time of adolescence is a period of preparation for adulthood during which one experiences several key developments. So, the time of adolescence is considered as the preparation for adulthood, and during this period, everybody experiences several key developments or important developments. Besides physical and sexual maturation, these experiences include movement towards social and economic independence, development of identity, the acquisition of skills needed to carry out adult relationships and roles, and the capacity for abstract reasoning. So, during this phase of life, along with the physical and mental maturation, a person also undergoes a mental change. He or she learns how to establish own independence and own freedom of thoughts. They also learn different skills to survive. They also learn several skills to develop relationships. They also learn how to play the role to build up or carry out a relationship with the adults. Their logical state or mentality also develops during this phase of life. While adolescence is a time of tremendous growth and potential, it is also a time of considerable risks during which social contexts exert powerful influences. So, as we have already learned that adolescence is a period of tremendous growth and development, there are few risks that also happens during this time because the social context has a powerful influence upon them. They are greatly influenced by the social environment or surrounding of them. Many adolescents face pressure to use alcohol, cigarettes, and other drugs and to initiate sexual relationships, putting themselves at high risk for intentional and unintentional injuries, unintended pregnancies, and sexually transmitted infections, STIs, including human immunodeficiency virus HIV. So, now we are going to learn the risk factors that adolescent boys and girls can face. So, this phase is not at all a smooth phase of our life. In this phase, there are several issues that can happen or that can keep these adolescents in a pressurized situation. So, they face several health risks also, and this can cause severe injuries to them. They can also be infected with deadly diseases like HIV. So we can say that this phase is very vulnerable. Then many also experience a wide range of adjustment and mental health problems. When the environment or social context is not in favor of the adolescent boys and girls, and they are involved in different unintentional or intentional physical relationships, and they do not know what to do and what not to. This confusion or dilemma causes serious mental trauma for them. Let's see some vocabularies again. Abstract means proper or something intellectual. Potential is ability or power. Exert is to apply or use. Immunodeficiency is a condition in which a body is unable to produce enough antibodies to fight bacteria and viruses. Abstain is to refrain, shun or avoid. Vulnerable is unprotected, weak or sensitive. Affect is to change or influence. Pose is to cause. Barrier is obstacle or blockade. Intervene is to mediate or interfere. Then behavior patterns that are established during this period, such as the use or avoidance of drugs and taking or abstaining from sexual risk, can have long-lasting negative and positive effects on future health and well-being. As a result, adults have unique opportunities to influence adolescents. So, these pressures from the surrounding can cause serious health risks for the adolescents. Here, the adults can play a great role to help them. So, adults get opportunities to influence these adolescents. Then, adolescents are different both from young children and adults. Specifically, adolescents are not fully capable of understanding complex concepts or the relationship between behavior and consequences, or the degree of control they have or can have over health decision making, including that related to sexual behavior. So, adolescents are definitely different from adults and children. As they are in the state of learning or getting matured, they face several problems. They suffer from making decisions or appropriate or right decision, and at the same time they do not understand some complex situations of their life. They do not know how to handle a difficult situation and how to develop a relationship and what role they should play and how far or what should be the limit of the relationship. That is also difficult for them to decide. This inability may make them particularly vulnerable to sexual exploitation and high risk behaviors. So, this inability to take decision or the failure to decide the limitation of a relationship, it becomes very much harmful for them. Sometimes it can cause sexual exploitation or high risk behaviors. That means some negative aspects or attitudes from the adults around them. Laws, customs and practices may also affect adolescents differently than adults. For example, laws and policies often restrict adolescents' access to reproductive health information and services, especially when they are unmarried. The laws and service providers in the country or in a society is also not in favor of the adolescents, especially when they are unmarried. The unmarried adolescents do not get any kind of information or support regarding the reproductive health or any kind of health issues. In addition, even when services do exist, provider attitudes about adolescents often pose a significant barrier to the use of those services. So, it can happen that the services are available, the attitude or behavior of the service provider can be negative or different. The service provider's attitude can create problem or barrier in case of giving the service to the adolescents. Adolescents depend on their families, their communities, schools, health services and their workplaces to learn a wide range of skills that can help them to cope with the pressures they face and make a successful transition from childhood to adulthood. So, this is the most important information here. Adolescents totally depend on their families or community or the society or their workplaces. They can pass this transition easily if they can get support. Parents, members of the community, service providers and social institutions have the responsibility to both promote adolescent development and adjustment and to intervene effectively when problems arise. So, parents or the members of the community can help them effectively when any problems arise, and they can promote them responsibly and play a great role in the lives of the adolescents. So, that's all of the passage. Let's move to the activities. First of all, you have to learn the vocabulary. There is no alternative of learning vocabularies because it is the first and foremost requirement for learning or making good result in English. In all my classes, I always suggest you to learn vocabularies because vocabulary is the only thing that can help you. So, when you are reading the passage, you have to underline the important words and find out the meanings of the words, learn synonym and also an antonym. Then MCQ. If you learn the vocabularies, then it will help you to answer MCQs very easily. You can find meaning based questions in MCQ, so it's important to learn the vocabularies. Then comes question answer. You have to learn the question answers from here. Then flowchart. Obviously you have to practice the flowchart. Then fill in the blanks with clues and without clues. This fill in the blanks is also connected to the vocabulary. If you know the vocabulary of the passage, you can easily find out the answers. Or fill in the blanks with clues and without clues. And last of all, you have to learn to write summary of the passage. So now let's practice answering questions. The first question is, what changes are experienced by the adolescent youths? From the passage, we have already learned that the adolescent youths experience different physical and mental changes, and this also helps them to prepare for adulthood. Then, what are some of the potential health risks faced by the adolescents? So, in the passage, we have got that some of the potential health risks that the adolescents face are intentional and unintentional pregnancies or injuries and sexually transmitted infections like HIV. Then see, how are the adolescents different from the children and adults? The adolescents are different from both children and adults because they are not capable of understanding complex situations or decision making or the relationship between behavior and consequences, especially that related to sexual behavior. Then, what role can the society and community play in promoting adolescence? The society and community of the adolescents can play a great role by taking the responsibility of the adolescents. They can help them to adjust with the mental pressures and also solve the problems effectively when any problem arises. So, that's all for today. I hope all of you have understood the passage properly. I will suggest you to practice the items that I have already discussed, and if you have any more questions or queries, you can ask your subject teacher. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching the class attentively. Hope to see you in next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz.